Hi guys, hope you're well. So today, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to do a bit of an autumnal themed video. I know for some it's a tad early, so feel free to watch it nearer the time. But as far as I'm concerned, autumn's practically round the corner, and once the shops start bringing out the limited edition products, I can't help myself. So I'm going to get cracking with the more random things. So to start off with, cereal, and it's the limited edition pumpkin spice flavoured Shreddies, and it's just so cute. And I mean, pumpkin spice, need I say more? So yeah, and yes, I have already delved into them. And the next, from good old M&S, hashtag not spon, hashtag wish it was, but it's the apple and cinnamon flakes, crunchy cinnamon coated rice and wheat flakes, corn flakes and sweet dried red apple pieces. So that also sounded delicious as well. So there we go. And then before delving into the more exciting part of the video, which of course are the candles, I picked up a couple of books that I felt were perfect for autumn / Halloween. And the first one is Tom Fletcher's book called Witch Bottle. And I'm, as usual, going to read you the blurb. It looks like this, by the way. It looks quite eerie. Got a crow and a stone wall and hills. So this is what it says. Something is stirring. The easy monotony of Daniel's job demands nothing from him other than dealing with unreasonable customer demands and the enigmatic boss. But things are changing. Daniel started having nightmares, seeing things that can't possibly be there, like the giant which is so real he swears he could touch it if he dared, or the ghost of a man with a black bag over his head. It's not just at night bad things are happening either, or just to him. People are uneasy, seeking unlikely solutions like witch bottles, protective wards to keep harm at bay. But not everyone's happy to find the locals meddling with witch bottles. Things are about to get very unpleasant. And I also like the way the title's written as well. And the next one looks a little bit more light-hearted. I do tend to go with the like young adult genre because at the moment that's just the sort of books I quite like to read. And this one is called Payback's a Witch. So I mean, I love witches, I love puns, love Halloween and autumn, so this, yeah, looked like, and it's purple, so this was just like the perfect book for me. And it's described as well as a sexy, funny, charming romp that scratches that witchy autumnal itch just right. Perfect. And just like last one, I'm going to read you the blurb. Two witches plot revenge but end up falling in love in this magical romantic comedy. Emmy Harlow is a witch, but not a very powerful one, in part because she hasn't been home to the magical town of Thistlegrove in years. Her self-imposed exile has a lot to do with a complicated family history and a desire to forge her own way in the world, and only the very tiniest bit to do with Gareth Blackmore, heir to the most powerful magical family in town, casual breaker of hearts and destroyer of dreams. But when a spellcasting tournament that her family serves as airbiters for approaches, the pull of tradition brackets or the truly impressive parental guilt trip that comes with it is strong enough to bring Emmy back. She's determined to do her familial duty, spend some quality time with her best friend Lyndon Thorne, and get back to her real life in Chicago. On her first night home, Emmy runs into Talia Avramov, an all-around badass adept in the darker magic arts, who is fresh off a bad breakup with Gareth Blackmore. Talia had let herself be charmed, only to discover that Gareth was also seeing Lyndon, and now she and Lyndon want revenge. Only one question remains: is Emmy in? So there we go. And the next one is from The Body Shop. One of my favourite scents that they do is Vanilla Pumpkin for normal to dry skin, and honestly smells beautiful. Right, now for the candles. So I'm going to start off with this. It's the Yankee Candle Freshly Tapped Maple, and it just looks like the most gorgeous syrup poured onto some gorgeous pancakes, and smells gorgeous. Yep, just like maple and like golden syrup, just lovely. And the next one, I was on the hunt for one that was like kind of leafy, if that makes sense, like falling leaves, or like years ago when Yankee Candle did Ebony and Oak, just sort of like that autumnal walk vibe of like the leaves changing and like trees and conkers, acorns, that sort of vibe. And this was the closest one so far that I've found, and it's pumpkin and birch, and it's described as warm pumpkin with shimmers of birch, wood and autumn leaves, warm and mellow. So the description fitted perfectly to more or less what I was after, and the smell as well. And I quite liked that it was quite a dark candle, and even the wax as well is like a dark grey, and it's a 2-wick, which means usually those kind of candles burn very evenly and very satisfying. And the next one is the Yankee Candle Spiced Orange. As always, looks like this and smells incredible. Lovely, and I love that the actual wax is like a dark burnt orange colour. And the next one is pecan or pecan, but I say pecan, pecan pie bites from Yankee Candle, and got a cute little picture. Smells great. I quite like the idea of lighting this in like kind of November time, because I believe that's when America celebrate Thanksgiving, and I really like the idea of Thanksgiving. Not gonna lie, mostly because, if you know me, I love a reason to celebrate, especially a positive reason like Thanksgiving. I just love the idea of it. And I know that, correct me if I'm wrong, but things like pumpkin pie and like pecan pie is quite popular in America, particularly around Thanksgiving. So I quite like the idea of lighting this in November before slightly delving into the Christmas candles. Just saying. So yeah. And then the classic, of course, get it every time. Particularly, I like these sort of ones because it's kind of orange, so it's very autumnal. It's just a classic pumpkin spice. And it's got the cute lid. And to finish off, cinnamon stick from Yankee Candle. And I'm about to run out of memory, so I'm going to very swiftly say, if you like this video, give it a like and subscribe. It would mean a lot. Hope you have a lovely weekend. Love you lots. Bye.